Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are back again with Game of Thrones.
Sir Barristan and Grey Worm are possibly dead. At least one of them probably is.
Yeah.
We're not for certain at this point.
We hope they're both still alive, but...
It doesn't look good.
Yeah. Because the Harpies?
Yeah, the Sons of the Harpy.
Yeah, the Sons of the Harpy basically had a coup. Tyrion with...
Still on his way to Daenerys, but this time with Jorah.
Yes, as a prisoner.
Yeah, Jaime made it to Dorne with Bronn. They've killed people already, but Alaria and her daughters know he's there, and it's just basically some shit is gonna go down when they meet.
Yeah, we just don't know
it's not gonna be good.
Whose fault it's going to be. But odds are it will lead to war.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Red Witch tried to seduce Jon, but she failed.
Yes.
Haha!
Thankfully. Because I don't trust her.
Yes.
At all. Littlefinger left Sansa, or is leaving Sansa, by herself at Winterfell with the Boltons.
Yep.
Which is stressful, to say the least.
Let's go!
Yes.
Grey Worm! He's a living.
Sort of. Aww. He didn't survive.
Dang it!
Guess maybe it's a good thing Jorah's coming back.
I guess. I mean, Barristan never got a chance to do anything over there, unfortunately. Which sucks because he's such a cool character.
Right, and there's so much potential.
Round up the leaders of each of Marine's great families and bring them to me.
But I'm the leader of my family. No, you're crazy.
I hope it doesn't mean that she's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Does it mean imprison him or just interrogate them?
I mean, it would be interesting if he was one of the Harpies, because at least then we'd know one of them. Yeah. But I kind of feel like he's not.
I don't think he is. Oh, should she bring him in front of her dragons? I think she just plans to scare him.
I feel so bad for these dragons.
I know.
I do like that she's being so creepy right now.
Oh, maybe it's not a scare tactic.
Or maybe she found that one extra suspicious.
Yeah, or maybe she knew.
Don't want to overfeed them.
What was that look? Is he one that she's not suspicious of, but she brought him down anyway?
I think so, because she has to show that she means business. I don't think she actually thinks he's part of it, but she's trying to sort of scare them into telling the truth.
Yeah, which I understand, but I'm not sure that she accomplished anything with this.
I think this gave her a little bit of personal joy.
I'm fine with that.
And it is
That's
definitely
more interesting than anything else so far.
Well, and it definitely does send a message to, the Harpies.
Yeah.
She refuses to leave until the freedom of the former slaves is secure. She sounds like quite a woman.
And she's alone, under siege.
Oh, yeah, because he's a Targaryen,
no family to guide her or protect her.
Oh, I would love if Sam went and helped her.
Yeah. I want them to meet.
It's something I want to do, something I have to do. But it'll divide the Night's Watch. Half the men will hate me the moment I give the order.
Half the men hate you already, Lord Commander. Do it.
True.
Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy. And let the man be born.
Honestly, probably the best advice you can give him.
He's awesome. I wish we got more of him. I think I said that last time we saw him, too.
We always like him. He's definitely the wisest.
Oh, is he going to let the wildlings go? Or, join them?
Mm-hmm.
They followed Mance. They won't follow anyone else.
Not even if he lets them through the wall?
For 8,000 years, the Night's Watch have sworn an oath to be the shield that guards the realms of men. And for 8,000 years, we've fallen short of that oath. You belong to the realms of men.
It's true.
Jon! You're doing exactly what I wanted! Work with the wildlings.
You're condemning them to death. Worse than death, because you're too proud to make peace. Or maybe you're not proud. Maybe you're just a coward.
Whoo!
That's a good response to give to that guy.
You gonna convince him?
We don't have much time and they have less. The walkers are coming and they'll hit your people first. Make peace. To save your people.
Plus he needs them to beat the White Walkers.
Yeah, this is different than with Mance. because they wanted Mance to fight, like, the Boltons or whatever. He just wants to help fighting the White Walkers, so...
Yeah.
I can give you 10 horses and 9 other men. You can get there in a week.
We'll need ships.
I talked to King Stannis about lending you his fleet.
Ooh, yeah. We got a plan going.
I'm nervous, though. There's going to be a deal involved with that, and that's for sure.
Oh, with Stannis?
Yeah.
They need to know the ships they are boarding won't be torched in the middle of the sea. You come with me.
I don't trust the rest of the watch without him there, though.
Yeah, I know, because, like, his reign is so new, and he just barely won. So,
And this is already such a controversial decision.
Men, women, and children will die by their thousands if we do nothing.
Let them die. We got our own to worry about. Less enemies for us.
No. More enemies?
Few.
Grammar is what annoys him.
Like, do they not realize that dead people become the servants of the White Walkers?
Right.
Like, you're just making more of the army.
Exactly.
Because the wildlings raided them for years. Cut them down. Just like they did this boy's people.
Aww.
But they killed Gren. And they killed Pip.
We can learn to live with the wildlings, or we can add them to the army of the dead.
Exactly.
Whatever they are now, they're better than that.
Oh, the thing is, too few of them have seen the White Walkers, I think. So it's not forefront of their
You would need
minds.
Stannis on your side for this to work.
Yeah. And it's the right decision, but it's going to be freaking tough to get the watch on
There will be
Kilgree.
a price, that's for sure.
I know what it's like to lose the people you love. But winter is coming. We know what's coming with it. We can't face it alone.
Will there be anything else you need, Lord Commander?
I mean, I don't blame him.
No, he's too traumatized to,
Which is understandably so.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big ask. And I don't know how he's going to pull it off. Gendry!
That's not Gendry. That's
Not
Pod.
Gendry, Pod. Sorry, it looks
We
like
haven't
it for a
seen
second.
Gendry in forever.
We haven't seen Gendry since he had sex with her, the lady, didn't he?
No. Davos let him go and he went off sailing somewhere. Off of Dragonstone. We never saw him again. I hope he didn't drown.
Maybe we'll see him at some point, or the actor's just done.
Maybe Lady Sansa's better off here.
Not with the Boltons.
Better off with the Boltons, who murdered her mother and brother.
But Littlefinger's gone.
I'm so glad Brienne's there to help out if she can somehow get to Sansa.
Her mother's dead.
That doesn't release me from an oath. I serve her still. Who do you serve?
She's so good.
Yes, I hope she gets a message to her.
Jealousy bores me. You remember what happens to people who bore me.
I hope they implode and kill each other.
That'd be awesome. I would love it.
Beg pardon, milady. I've come to refill the wash basin.
And a note.
Yes?
And
She's
a
gonna give her a
note.
message? Is she gonna give her a message?
If you're ever in trouble, light a candle in the highest window of the broken tower.
But who?
You're not alone.
Yes. I mean...
It's smart also that Brienne didn't give her name, though, or anything. Just like a simple message.
I don't know how they'd get in, but I guess the servants would let him in.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Now
Because
they
they
got a
are still
plan.
loyal to her.
Now they got a plan. But yeah, who'd want to work for the Boltons?
Exactly.
Be much nicer to work for the Starks.
Who are you?
Don't trust her, Sansa.
Miranda. Down there. At the end.
Oh, they kept him?
What is it?
Kept who?
Spoil the surprise.
Oh. What?
It's one of the
No.
hounds. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's Theon.
Oh, is it Theon? Gross.
Because they would be able to keep... all the direwolves are with them or dead. Or,
Oh.
are with them or dead. I don't think there's any missing, right?
Well, I thought, did we confirm that they killed her brother's direwolf? Or did they just make it seem like they killed her brother's direwolf?
They didn't kill her brother's direwolf. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because the Boltons murdered
Oh.
way back.
Oh, Rob. No, they killed Rob's wolf.
Okay. Well, they made
Remember?
it sound like they did, but they didn't actually show it. They just put all the spikes in the kennel.
Oh, yeah, they did. Oh my gosh.
Theon.
I'm so confused.
You shouldn't be here.
She's just trying to make it so that she doesn't like Ramsay even more.
Yeah. I don't know how she would feel, because, like...
She doesn't like Theon either.
I know, but she grew up with him still.
I know.
So
This
it's
whole
like,
thing is...
the emotions must be so complicated. And then
yeah.
I feel like his "you shouldn't be here" is more you shouldn't even be in this castle. You shouldn't even be near the Boltons versus, like, visiting him.
Exactly. I really, really want Theon to be the one to save her, or at least try to, or preferably survive and do it.
Basically, break out of his conditioning is what I want.
Yeah. Anything, because it's just so tragic.
You mustn't keep secrets from me, Reek. Get on your knees.
I need Sansa to kill this guy so bad.
I know.
So it could just be over with. If he doesn't die this season, I'm going to be so annoyed.
I know.
I forgive you.
Are you doing this because you're a Bolton now?
I have no idea what's going on.
I know. Or is he more of really curious about who brought her to the kennels?
We are all a family, we Northerners. Our blood ties go back thousands of years.
Even his father seems suspicious. I was like, what are you doing? Is he really trying to play the part, I guess?
I think so.
It must be difficult for you, being in a strange place.
This isn't a strange place, this is my home. It's the people who are strange.
Oh, I mean, of course she'd hate her too. She's a Frey, right? I think so.
More wine, please.
What is... Oh, I guess he just was like...
He's just gonna mess with them. I can't even know.
Aren't you Reek?
Yes, master.
That's his new name. Reek.
Or maybe he thinks that Sansa would enjoy this.
Maybe he's hoping. And I think maybe in his mind it's the best way to fix the problem that's already there.
Like justice or something.
Yeah.
Apologize to Lady Sansa for what you did. Apologize for murdering her two brothers.
I was about to be like, does she know that he didn't actually murder him?
I don't think she does know. But Ramsay knows.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
For killing your brothers.
So sad because they're not dead.
Say it, Theon. Oh, but I worry if he says it, he'll be tortured more.
No, he can't.
There. Over and done with. Doesn't everyone feel better? I do. That is getting very tense.
Oh, God. Poor Sansa.
You will give away the bride. Someone has to. What better person?
No, he does want to mess with them, I think.
Yeah.
But it might backfire, because the more he makes them spend time together, the more maybe it breaks Theon's conditioning.
Right, remembers who he is.
Yeah.
We're going to have a baby.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I'm very happy for you.
From the way she's carrying, Maester Walken says it looks like a boy.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know. Does that mean Ramsay gets passed over?
It means
he's a legitimized bastard and not
over. I think it's
original?
up to the dad.
Oh.
Sansa, she knows. She's like, I know exactly what that means. You cruel bastard. The problem is, you probably shouldn't have told him, because now he's going to murder her.
Yeah.
You're worried about your position.
My position is quite clear. I'm your son. Until a better alternative comes along.
Well, I'm happy to see Ramsay is disturbed. Ha!
Right.
I nearly had her whipped, and the child thrown in the river. But then I looked at you, and I saw then what I see now. You are my son.
Because you are a horrible human being, and that's how I can tell.
I hope all of them implode.
Seriously.
And kill each other. Miranda, Roose, and Ramsay.
Right.
All explode and all murder each other.
He wants the Iron Throne. And the road to King's Landing comes right through Winterfell. He means to take the north.
I hope he kills you all.
I've seen it, Your Grace.
Seen what?
The army of the dead. When they come,
We have to know how to fight them.
Sounds like he's in.
It's time.
Time for what?
Your Grace. Wouldn't it be better to wait? We have the advantage, more men, more horses, all fed and rested.
Oh, they're gonna go to their war.
But every day we wait, the odds shift in Bolton's favour.
I mean, it's true.
It's a tough road ahead, Your Grace. Won't they be safer here? Half these watchmen are killers and rapists.
Plus, I don't trust your wife with your daughter.
I don't know what would be better for them to do or not. I'm worried that something's gonna happen on the road. Because the Boltons are really sneaky. They don't fight fair.
I mean, I don't think it's a good choice either way.
Yeah. I wish they'd wait till John came back, to be honest.
I hope you know what you're doing with these
Okay,
wild men.
oh, okay, so he's...
I need those ships. You get them back.
Oh, so he did lend him ships. Okay, cool.
Good.
Oh, I'm so nervous about this. They're both setting off on adventures.
And you know both ain't gonna go well.
Oh.
And then she's still watching him.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy lady.
Creeper.
I hope they win, but I'm also worried about what's gonna happen it as they get there.
Yeah.
You know?
I fear I never again see Missandei from the island of Nath.
Just get together already.
Right. I mean, they both have a lot of emotional life baggage.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong, and you were right. About tradition. About bringing the people of this city together. I will reopen the fighting pits.
I give two shits about these fighting pits. How many episodes have we been talking about this?
A lasting bond with the Marinese people, I will marry the leader of an ancient family.
Oh.
Thankfully, a suitor is already on his knees.
I mean, it makes sense. She can trust you.
I don't think it makes sense to marry him, though.
I think it's one of the only ways she can potentially stop the fighting from the
Harpies.
I
get that it could have that result, but she's not staying in Marine. She's going to Westeros. That's her end goal. Wouldn't you want to leave that open to marry a Westerosi? That would be smarter. This guy is just a nobleman in your city you already conquered.
Well, we still got, 3.5 seasons left? The odds of him surviving that long,
Long, sullen silences and an occasional punch in the face. The Mormont way.
Poor Tyrion.
I know. Just bored out of his mind.
Will Tyrion meet Daenerys in this season?
That's a
After
good
the
question.
boat, what will he travel on?
I know where we are. You're taking us through Valyria.
Did we hear bad things about Valyria?
I can't remember.
You're going to bring Daenerys a souvenir from her ancestral homeland in case I'm not
Oh,
enough.
okay. Where dragons originally came from, right?
The Doom still rules Valyria.
Ooh, I'm excited to see
What
this,
about
though.
the demons and the flames? Aren't you afraid of the Doom?
Ooh.
The smoking sea.
Probably have hot springs or something.
Yeah.
They held each other close, then turned their backs upon the end. The hills that split asunder, and the black that ate the skies.
Volcano?
Oh, yeah, definitely sounds like Volcano. So it's like Pompeii.
Yeah.
A city of 1,000 years, and all that men had learned. The Doom consumed it all alike, and neither of them turned.
I'm super interested in Valyria.
Me too.
Ooh.
Is that one of her dragons, or is it an entirely different dragon?
Drogon, you mean? He's the only free one. Is that what he looks like? I can't remember. Jorah would know. Jorah would recognize him.
I mean, he is all black, but I can't tell from here.
Or are there random other dragons spawn out over
Right?
here?
I know. I'm curious. Oh,
whoa! What's that?
Who is that? That didn't look good.
That?
Oh, maybe there's a reason you shouldn't be here, dudes.
Right. They saved the Doom still. Oh, the grayscale.
Oh yeah, the stone men. Stannis mentioned them.
Yeah.
Knock him out! Knock him out of the boat! Knock him out of the boat! Oh no! You guys need more protection than this.
I know. Well, he didn't expect people to be there, apparently.
One more! Cut me free!
He's like, I'm a little busy.
Oh my god! Get out of this section!
I know.
How many of them are there? The same two going over and over again.
No, I think there's more than two.
Ooh.
Oh no. I hope you can swim well, because your hands are tied.
Oh, Tyrion!
Shit. Were you cliffhangering me? Like,
did it freeze?
No, I don't think it did. Yeah.
Oh god.
It's a dramatic effect.
It's black for so long.
I know. Because I guess he blacked out.
Thank you for saving me. Of course, I wouldn't have needed saving if you hadn't kidnapped me in the first place.
Considering I was on my way there anyways. With much better
You could have
accommodations.
hitched a ride on our little wagon.
Right?
We walk.
Oh
Up
god.
the coast. With luck, we'll find a fishing village.
To walk the whole way. It's on your mind. Oh, he swam them all the way over there?
I guess so. Was he thinking about like Daenerys and the dragon?
Maybe.
Oh shit, did they touch him?
They did.
That's how you get it right?
Yeah.
Oh, already. Gonna have to find the people who healed Shireen.
Right. But, I mean, they had every resource available to heal her, so...
Yeah. So this episode, how did you feel about it?
I liked it.
I liked it okay, too, but I'm kind of in this weird place where I like the individual elements, but I'm kind of frustrated overall because I feel like things are happening. They're taking so long to happen. Like, I got so frustrated with the fighting pits. I don't even know how long we've been talking about them. Like, I don't care. Like, these fighting pits have so little consequence on the plot that every time it comes up, which is like the 4th time, I'm just like, I don't really care what you do with Daenerys anymore. Just make a decision and call it done.
I think it's partially because for us, we were like, yes, just bring back the fighting pits, but just A, B, and C it, you know?
Yeah. But it's just like, it's just taking so long for some of these minor things that I just wish that they just let it go at this point. Because I don't care. And there's way more interesting stuff happening.
Right. I feel like they think they have to make sure you can go back to every person every couple episodes, but there's not necessarily enough plot for every character for that to happen. So things that shouldn't take this long are because they have no other plot to give to that character. And I would rather you just not come back to them for 3 episodes and then bring me back when it's relevant.
Well, like, for example, with Daenerys, the uprising, if, for example, Hisdar Lorak was a son of the Harpy, let's say, and they, like, seeded a lot more, like, clues that maybe he is one, maybe he's not, even if he turns out not to be one, trying to trick us into thinking he is, wouldn't that be so much more interesting? The intrigue of, like, who is one, maybe one of her councils, one of the Harpies or whatever, versus fighting about these stupid fighting pits.
Or even if it was just more, like, interpersonal, like, if we saw more about Melisandre and Grey...
You mixed
I'm sorry, I know.
and Missandre's voice.
Yeah, but even if we had, like, more just interpersonal things of Missandei and Grey Worm, I would be interested in that, or or Daenerys and her dragons. You know, it doesn't have to be about the full city.
Yeah,
I would be fine with just some sort of little, or even just like Grey Worm assimilating to being more human, normal person kind of thing.
Or even if they just did some stuff with the Harpy, like where they actually discussed like what they were actually doing or whatever, like give them some personality so we'd connect with them more, so that we'd be like, you know,
some behind the scenes.
They'd actually be scarier than they are, or whatever you want to do with them. But it's just, the thing is that they're just focusing on things that I don't care about. And I'm just like...
It would also, or even if we had seen, because it's also they keep only showing like her advisors talking to us, show us her like going out on her balcony and having a sea of angry villagers below her or something, or even just like town intrigue talk, because it's always just the one advisor going to talk to her versus actually seeing the turmoil in the city. We only see it like when it comes to a head. We don't see like the tension build.
Yeah. Well, it's also the same with Tyrion's storyline, I feel like, because he's been traveling for so long.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that at least I think it's partially Peter Dinklage's abilities as an actor.
Agreed.
That he's always interesting and entertaining, even though they're traveling. But I think if it was not him, his storyline would be hella boring. I like I said, I was interested in the individual. So like, the part where they're like entering Valyria and stuff.
Really cool.
I kind of wish that they'd been there longer.
I know. I wanted to see them explore.
Happen in an instant. So, and they spent so much time traveling and just talking. Like, for example, in the last episode, Tyrion basically was like guessing who Jorah was and what Jorah wanted out of Daenerys. I'm like, this is all stuff we already figured out. So like, I don't need you to say it out loud for me. Like, do something else more interesting,
because we already know the answer.
I think they wanted to show Tyrion traveling so you can see the time period, but I honestly, it's not that interesting of a storyline. It's only because of his, like, he's an entertaining character.
And it would make more sense if there was less storylines already happening. You know, if it was, there's only like 2 or 3 characters, then yes, you do kind of want to see their travel, because, you know, your mind's not on other things that are happening. You're focused on just the storylines that actually exist.
Yeah.
Versus this one, you have so many others going on that your mind does sometimes, if it's not up to par, pull towards the other ones.
Yeah. Or, so then other storylines like Jon and Stannis at the Wall. So, it's sort of the same thing because they're like prepping to leave, so nothing actually happened.
At least
but
that one, there's progress. And still... There's progress, and you see the conflict. Like, he has his meetings with his men. Jon talked with, what's that kid's name?
Ollie.
You know, Ollie.
I do wish we kind of got a little bit more of that even. Like, I would love to see some of the Night's Watch kind of, like, debating with each other about whether to agree, like, who agrees with Jon, who doesn't agree with Jon.
Right.
Because I think they did show some good scenes where they were, like, showing the tension that Jon has to deal with it, and talking with the wildlings. I want them to rack that up even more. I mean, that might happen in the future episodes when the wildlings are actually there, but kind of like I wanted even more tension from that situation.
Right, and they could still bring it in earlier. That's the thing with this having so many different characters, is that oftentimes the ramp up happens really quick, which does make for like a really good 1 or 2 like amazing episodes, but it isn't a bad thing to have that a little bit like sprinkled in beforehand too. So.
I just feel like we're on episode 5 and the prep has been so long for some of these things. Which doesn't make a full episode bad or anything. I'm just saying that like some storylines just end up kind of suffering compared to others.
Especially because since this is like season 5, you kind of know how their flow goes in previous seasons, and this one does just feel like it has takes a little more time to get there than other seasons have. And I don't know if I don't know. I don't know why, but it does feel like it's just taking a smidge longer.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Like, I still do enjoy watching it.
Maybe it just has to do with, like, the organization of way they're doing the storylines for us. Like, we haven't seen Arya in several episodes. We saw Jaime last episode, but we didn't see him the episode before that. We didn't see him this episode. So I think maybe just, if it was reworked a little, like, different order, I think it might work a little bit better for us. But I don't know. So, really quick, back to Daenerys. I don't think she should marry his daughter. Oh, dang it. I said his name correctly earlier. Yeah. His daughter, something Lorak. I mean, like he said, he could die. That's fine.
That's my guess.
I just think that, like, Meereen is not supposed to be her final endpoint. She's not going to leave till she gets rid of the slavery, which I totally understand. But if she's planning to be queen of Westeros with a king, I mean, like, he would not be, would he just be a king consort? I don't know. But she needs to keep her options open so that she can marry an actual king, either like a king in Westeros or like even a king where she is. Yeah. Like, she shouldn't just be marrying some rando nobleman.
Well,
like,
especially it should at least, if you are going to marry a rando nobleman, it should be from the city you're trying to conquer, not the current. Like, I do get the logic for here, but if the big picture is to take over Westeros, this won't give her any political advantage.
It's a short-term solution. And he doesn't offer anything for her to go to Westeros. Granted. If he was in a different city, let's say he's king of a different city, and he had ships or something he could offer her that she could use to get to Westeros, then I understand. But this is just a short-term solution to stop the Sons of the Harpy and get the city to calm down. And that is not enough, in my opinion, to marry him.
Unless she plans to have a kid stat so that she can marry off her kid. That's like really the only other alliance option there.
Marrying Khal Drogo gave them an army. So marrying this guy does not give you an army.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
I don't think it'll reach that far, honestly. I don't think they'll actually get married.
I think if they do get married, he's going to die real quick.
Well, like I said, this season, isn't it after the books? So this is all them making it up as they go.
I don't remember when the books ended.
I feel like
I think so.
I think this is partially where they're like, well, what do we do from here?
This season or something. Yeah, I don't know, but
because I just don't necessarily see that happening in the books because logistically, it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Also, I don't know if it actually will calm the city down. Is he a harpy? Is he not a harpy? Does he? Because if he's true, saying he doesn't know anything about what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, you think the other masters will be like, well, she married one of these guys. I guess it's okay.
Or is this like another trick that maybe the harpies will get pissed at him and try to murder him? And so it's a trick
using him as like bait.
Yeah.
That could work. That'd be good.
So maybe, because that would make sense too.
I really enjoyed the scene where she took him from the dragons, even though I think it was stupid because I don't think she got anything out of it. But she was plenty creepy and stuff like that. I think she was trying out some stuff, so I was happy to see her doing something.
Well, and I do get the logic behind it. Like, you want to instill, you need to do something for the fact that basically a whole team of people are trying to like undermine you as a ruler. But you can't just, obviously putting more military force out didn't help because that's what happened before.
Yeah.
And some of these families are involved, so at least putting fear in their leaders at least is like a calculated step if you don't have a lot of time to make a decision.
Yeah,
like I can see why she did it.
Yeah,
and
also, like you said, personal vengeance for Barristan.
Right. I think she might have also enjoyed it a little bit, but also she didn't go too far.
I find that more enjoyable, to be honest. Just her getting revenge for Barristan than anything else. But still, let your dragons go, please.
I know. Also, I love was Drogo?
I think it must have been.
It has to be. But I love that he was there.
Yeah, I know. He's like just chilling in Valeria.
I really hope that Daenerys goes there sometime because I would love to see that. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. When they were talking about it, they were hyping it up so much. I was like, oh my God, they're going to have to like travel through here and it's going to get cliffhanger in the city so that next week we can see it. But they're like already past it.
So I was really wanting to at least have them like, I don't know, get a hole in their boat and have to go and like look at some ruins.
Yeah, right.
So I was really wanting.
So
and then at that point, if they were attacked, I would have been fine with it. But I wanted to like see the city a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sad about that. But I mean, they might go back. Or maybe, I mean, maybe the Kyr's there. Maybe they have to go back there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
For Jorah or
like
something.
The adventure for the Kyr would be fun, I think. Sansa with the Boltons. Ooh.
I was actually pretty happy with that storyline in terms of how it... I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say I'm happy with how it went, but
You're never happy when Ramsay's on the screen.
But I enjoyed watching it. I guess it kind of made sense story-wise. Like, it wasn't overly gory. It fit the characters. Yeah. Everybody got, like, a little bit of joy, even people I don't like. But everybody got one, even Sansa a little bit.
Well, there's also the progress. Bran, we know Bran's there, and then she can light the candle for help or whatever. And then there's something going on brewing between Sansa and Theon. I really think so. And I'm so excited for that to happen. So I'm kind of really glad that Ramsay's so arrogant that he's like, Theon, go hang out with Sansa. And we're just like,
yeah. And I love
go hang out with Sansa. Turn good.
Ramsay's dad, Lord Bolton, whatever the hell you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that he also took Ramsay down a little bit, just like a mini peg.
Yeah.
But it also makes me really worried for his wife.
Oh, yeah, Walda?
Yeah.
I think her name's Walda. I could be wrong, but yeah, so that storyline, even though I hate seeing Theon the way he is and I hate seeing Ramsay, I think that it's like, the tension is like the right levels.
And for once, there's actually some hope. Like when it was literally just the torture scenes, there's no hope. Theon's he's either dead or broken. Like that's it. So, I mean, it was the same when his sister was going towards him. We had a little bit of hope. And so it was a little more interesting. But
I also think they did good on those scenes ramping up the threat of Stannis
a
little bit. Whereas on Stannis' side, I didn't feel that threat as much, like with the Boltons. I think that there's something else going on with the Stannis situation. They have something, because it feels off somehow. Like, it doesn't feel like they're particularly like gearing up to fight the Boltons. I don't know, like, I think that could just be the lackluster scene. I'm not sure.
For me, I feel like it might be they haven't fleshed out his story as well as some of the others right now, like for the writers, because obviously there's a lot going on, which I do understand. It's kind of hard to get everybody perfect. So I feel like since Stannis' long game is to take over the kingdom, I think it's kind of the same thing with Daenerys. Since the long game is to take over the kingdom, we're obviously not to that point yet, so you need all these little things to fill the time. And obviously, yes, I do want him to take over Winterfell. But I think it's more of like, well, this is the convenient story to put in for him to do right now, and it works with our other stories. Well, so that's what they're going to do.
We didn't get much of him and Shireen in this episode, which kind of surprised me because they focused so much on the growth in the last episode. So, I don't know. But maybe they were just like, we don't have time.
Right. Yeah.
I did really enjoy that scene where Jon talks with Tormund Giantsbane, because it's such a contrast when they're trying to convince Mance to bend the knee and crossover, like, because he's giving so much to the wildlings that the previous Lord Commander wouldn't, like letting them through. I mean, he still wants them to fight with them, but fighting against the White Walkers, he's not forcing them to fight the Boltons or whatever.
Yeah, he's not forcing him to pledge to anybody. It's that you will get land, you will help us fight the White Walkers, and then of course, technically, they'll be like servants of the king because they're on that side of the wall, but in reality, like, they won't have any interaction with it. They're all the way away from the kingdom. Nobody gives a damn.
Yeah.
You probably have to pay your taxes.
And it was funny because he says, I don't want, like, when he said, I'm not going to kneel to you, and Jon was like, I don't want you to kneel to me.
Right.
Because, like, Jon doesn't give a shit. He's just like, we the White Walkers are coming, and we need an army. And you guys, I'm scared shitless, so we need to all work together for this.
Well, I think that also it shows the difference of, like, with Jon being a bastard, he was never raised to believe that people should follow him. He was raised to believe the opposite, but he also grew up with leaders. So he has all those skills, but not necessarily the ego to go with it as much, because essentially his whole life that ego's been sort of beaten down. So it gives him a different outlook than a lot of the others.
I also like that we got to see a little bit more of, like, what do they call them, the small folk who did like the Starks. who are willing to help Sansa. I thought that's funny, even though it's only like one extra guy. I thought it was nice because that's something we had been hoping for. I think for like several seasons, all the way back in King's Landing, we were like, maybe she'll get some small folk to help her.
Somebody. But now that she's actually at her home, there's real loyalties there.
Yeah.
So overall,
I hope she doesn't trust Miranda though, because I'm real worried about that.
Well, I think she's been burned before with fake friends.
That's true.
So, and also the fact that they came with the Boltons. You know, why would you trust anybody with them?
Honestly, we were all over the place. This outro, we were like jumping from topic to topic.
Well, so was the episode.
Yeah, right.
But overall, I still liked it. I thought it was...
Yeah, like I said, I think that overall, like, it was likable. I just think that when I think of it as a whole so far for the season, it feels slow. But I did like the individual scenes as they are, so...
I think they're definitely getting closer to the build-up. I feel like we're going to have one more prep episode, and then it's just going to be everything going to go. Because this season has 10, right?
I can't remember. I think it must have 10.
I feel like this is
I think it doesn't have 8 till like towards the end of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if next episode we see Jon traveling with the wildlings.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for.
And then Stannis traveling towards the Boltons. I don't think he's going to reach the Boltons next episode, but he might.
To me, that potentially seems like more the finale for this season, but I could be wrong. It could be like the pre-finale. I don't know what's going to happen next episode. I definitely think we're going to see Jon traveling with the wildlings. That's the one.
Tyrion is also traveling. Everybody's traveling next episode, I guess.
Everybody's on the move.
Yep.
Yeah. Except for Arya, who's in training.
Yes. We did not see it all. Yes. But what did everybody else think? Did you guys like this episode? What's your favorite part? What's your not favorite part? Was that Drogo the dragon? Right. Or was it a different dragon?
Did Daenerys' choices also give you a moment? But yeah, let us know your thoughts down below. We do love reading them. I know we don't always comment on them, but we do love reading them. We try to comment on them when we can, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes my brain is like...
I know, I'm just like, heart... I'm done.
Right. You're like, that's
I read it, and it was good, but I'm too tired to answer back.
That's really interesting. But we've already went out with our theories here, so then I don't want to reiterate the exact same thing that I just said here. So, but we appreciate hearing from you. So with that, don't forget to like and subscribe because it does help us out a lot. And we will see you all in the next episode. Bye.
But I think next episode...
You said I think a lot.
Did we? Oh, well. I almost said it again because you made me think of it. I think... damn it.